WJLA 24/7 News. On your side at 2 starts now.
For years, it was the home sellers who had the upper hand when it came to home buying. Demand was high, mortgage rates were historically low. There's been a seismic shift as the Fed continues to raise interest rates, and now it's a lot more costly to buy. Joining us this afternoon, Corey Burr with TTR Sotheby's International Realty. Always good to talk with you, Corey. We're taking the temperature right now, and a lot of it has to do with where you are and what you're selling. Generalize for me. How do you see things right now?
We're dealing with some huge cross currents in the market right now, Dave. On the one hand, we've got a lot of flush buyers who have made a lot of profit in their properties over the last 10 years. They've also made a lot of gains in the stock market. There's low inventory still, so there are very few properties for people to chase, as well as are going into the teeth of the spring market, which year in and year out, the period from March through July is just really busy. On the other hand, we've got high prices, high interest rates, and a Federal Reserve that's bent on crushing inflation. And so these forces are at each other right now, and we're seeing wide experiences with many houses. Still some that are getting multiple offers, while others are sitting for weeks and weeks with seemingly no activity.
I'm guessing if you are just getting into the market, too, this is a particularly daunting time. If we'd had this conversation a year ago, it would have been a much different answer that you're about to give. But what are some pieces of advice for folks who are either just starting out or just deciding, okay, I'm done with renting, I want to buy?
So there's always a reason why one would not buy, but a buyer needs to look beyond that. For the past 2.5 years, it was that there was too much competition and the prices were going through the roof. Now it's interest rates are so high. The bottom line is the government wants people to buy properties, and they offer tax incentives for people to buy. So it's important to pull the trigger when the situation is right. And the first step is to get a very close relationship with a loan officer so that you know exactly what you can afford, and you can look at those properties and track that segment of the market that you're interested in. There will be opportunities. It's very important for sellers to prepare their property right, get the condition really in a good shape. And imagine going to a car dealership. You look at cars that are in good shape, that don't have stuff inside them that would turn you off. So make your house very appealing inside and from the curb. Secondly, price your house effectively, price it reasonably. Understand that there's a tough environment for buyers. And if the market's going to take the price higher, so be it. But otherwise, you'll be prepared for a slightly cooler price experience.
It's probably not realistic to think of 2022 values in 2023 when things have changed pretty dramatically. Corey Burr with TTR Sotheby's International Realty. Corey, thanks. Always nice to have you along.